It's a mat that you place your iPhone 8 or iPhone 10 down, and it just starts to charge. And there's a beautiful new interface. It doesn't stop there. You can place your Series 3 Apple Watch down on it, and it starts to charge as well. And you can place your AirPods with the optional new wireless charging case on it, and it starts to charge as well. They all charge.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's really hard to believe how long it's been since Apple announced their AirPower charging mat, and ever since then, it's just been MIA. No release dates, nothing. It's just gone. It's like it doesn't exist. So in this video, let's take matters into our own hands and get an all-in-one solution. In fact, an AirPower clone for just $30, $35. And I want to see how good it is, really how close it gets to Apple's. Of course, I don't have anything to compare it with just yet, but apparently this is almost a one-to-one replica. Let's see how it does. There's kind of a funny story behind this product. A user actually saw it at a Vienna arrivals gate somewhere in the airport, and apparently he thought that Apple was selling the AirPower clone, exclusively here. So it went around the internet, then it was revealed that it was just a product you can buy. It's kind of hard to find actually, but now there are people on eBay selling it. So for about $30, honestly, I have very high hopes for this. It's not very much to dish out. Most wireless chargers are $10, $15, $20, but if you can charge all three in one without having to plug them in, that would be really cool. And of course, we don't have the wireless charging AirPods case yet, but close enough. I do have my mod, so we'll see if that works with this as well. And here she is. Wow. That looks very much like something that Apple would do, except I'm not sure what's going on with this iPhone over here. Look at that gap up there. Down here, it's crossing over the home button. What's going on, guys? There we go, AirPower wireless charger. We've got the wireless charging AirPods case, except it's flipped on the back here. AirPower. Ooh, cool. So this looks genuinely legitimate. I'm really liking how original this looks. It's sealed very properly. Most Apple fakes are not sealed like this, so I'm respecting their attention to detail so far. Okay, I'm excited to try this. I genuinely might use this if it's not too slow, so I'm gonna test out the speeds here in a second too. Okay, look at that. That's very much looking like, oh wow, it feels great too, but it looks just like what I expected it to. And let me lock my autofocus. It's having a hard time on the white here. So it does have a pad in here for the Apple Watch. So it sits in there. Apple's official one will not. It'll be completely flat. And I'm more than positive you're gonna have to position the phones in a certain way for them to charge on this. But even so, I'm amazed at how good this feels. It feels like a genuine Apple product. Wow, well done, guys. And the cable here doesn't look very OEM, but it'll do the trick. So right here, it says AirPower modal. Oh my gosh, do you see that? It literally says modal. Wow, autocorrect could have came in handy here. Doesn't seem like it's quite fast charging. Most fast chargers need 2.1 amps for the correct output, but it might be close. Either way, it looks very good. And what do we got here? Little booklets. And this does support regular Qi charging. As we can see, output at 5 volts is 1 amp. Fast charge 9 volts is 1 amp. I'm confused. So is this fast charging or not? The specs here are not matching up to the ones on the back of the pad. So 5 volts equals 2 amps, 9 volts equals 1.4. So apparently it does have fast charging. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and place one iPhone to charge on this guy and one on my Samsung charger and see which one in 10 minutes has more charge. And a quick first test. So with an iPad 12-watt charger, I'm going to keep it as OEM as possible, at least on the power adapter end. So with that plugged in, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Instantly it goes to charge, as I would expect. And off charge, on charge. And second device, yeah, so all the way on the edge. It does have to be in a particular spot. If I put it over here, it doesn't charge. If I put it here, charges. So let's try the Apple Watch. And this is a Series 3. Series 1 might not be compatible, uses a different type of charging tech. Okay, and that is working. So all devices are officially charging here on this mat. I don't know why, but the Apple Watch one seems to take a little while. Let me try it again. So not charging, charging. Oh, actually, never mind. Just a matter of putting it in the right spot. Now, sadly, the cool and unique thing that this mat will never be able to do that Apple's will is the software integration. Apple will have unique animations and actual toggles to see, which devices are at which battery level. It's just going to be really neat how integrated it is. And of course, no doubt this might even receive software updates to make it work better. Who knows? I mean, all Apple products pretty much get them nowadays. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the functionality upped in the future, but this is $30, versus $200. So I could live without this software feature just to have this integration all in one charger. And just for the kicks, I want to take my wireless charging AirPods mod and see if I can get it to charge on this mat. And it does charge. Look at that. I am able to get an orange light. So this basically is Apple's solution, but a couple months early before they actually release it. Okay, guys, so here's what I'm gonna do. These are both at the same battery level. We're at 86%, and I'm just gonna set them here. One on Samsung's and one on Apple's, well, the fake AirPower charger. So with both charging, I'm going to start a 10-minute timer here and see where each of these are at after these 10 minutes are up, of course, with the displays off. All right, so I left it in there for a little bit longer. I just needed more for a more accurate representation here. So 35 minutes later, let's see where we're at. On the left with Samsung's, we're at 98%, almost done. And this one is 90. So isn't quite as fast here. I mean, it's close, but 35 minutes, you get 8% more charge using Samsung's. So not quite the same. It's not fast charge, 7.5 watts anyway. It might be the 5.0 version, but still, I mean, if you're leaving it overnight, the comfort factor, I think, makes up for the fact that it doesn't quite charge as fast. All right, guys, so there it is. It can charge all three devices at the same time. Not quite fast charge, but for $30, $35, that is not a bad accessory at all. I'm actually going to be replacing my Samsung one with this for the overnight usage, where speed doesn't really matter so much. Now, there's another factor that comes into play here, and that's safety. This isn't FCC regulated, so it's kind of scary that this might burn your house down or something, but I wouldn't be too worried. Most of the time, these things work just fine, so I think I'll give it a try here and to see how it goes. But so far, impressions are good. This is the best AirPower alternative at the moment right now for charging the biggest amount of devices. And the fact that it works with the Apple Watch is a big bonus. So there it is, guys. Just a quick little review on the AirPower alternative. I say a thumbs up, half thumbs up from me. Pretty dang good. Not quite as fast as Apple's, but definitely way cheaper. I mean, $30 versus $200. You can definitely see the difference there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.